So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is the Skoda T40, the tier 6 Czechoslovakian medium tank. A tank I don't really like, if I'm honest. I love all the Czech tanks. I've said this on several occasions on videos. I love all the Czech tanks very much. I've really enjoyed playing them all. I'm up to tier 9 now. But this one I have continued to struggle with, and I don't really like it, and it's partly I think because it's so bloody big. Camo values on it are pretty shockingly bad. However, in this game you'll see that it does have some huge benefits, and one of which is it's got very good view range, particularly when you put coated optics on, which I have on this tank. So anyway, I'm platooned up with Dynamics, and he's in the KV2. We're a Molonovka, as I say. It's a tier 6 game, so we're top tier, which is rather good. And I was umming and ahhing about sitting back, but we haven't got any, only one light on our team, whereas the enemy have got several. So I've come up and taken advantage of this view range. Here you go, I've lit up an artillery and the Valentine. I'm resisting the temptation to fire until that point. Boom, he's dead. But of course I get spotted, so drop right back down again. I think it was worth it to take out the tier 5 artillery. Bishop can be a right pain in the bum. Right pain in the bum. So I wait until my what am I talking about? Till I couldn't till I've disappeared again and I've gone on people's maps. Gone back to a different bush this time. Always important, if you're going to do this, keep changing bushes. There's an OI. Nice shot from Dynamics. I put one in him too, 229 damage. He's 162 from somebody else, so he's pretty much gone. That OI went from being full strength to 150, basically a one-shotter to pretty much everything on the board in the space of a few seconds. Aiming for the Cromwell, who's a bigger threat, put another one in him and drop back down. Now you would have thought, if I was the enemy now, I would be pre-aiming over here, or I would have at least had my artillery aiming shots over here. That's the KV85. You can't see the outline, I actually had a good outline on him there. Reload. Bang, nice hit again. Can we get another one before he goes behind the rock? No, he's behind the rock now. Okay. So we've already done 1,000 damage, which is not bad at all. Plus we took down that, helped take down that OI, which is a big threat gone. Still trying to get a shot on the KV85. The team's 4-1 up, which is great. And the one really good player on their team is the Dickomax. He was a very, very good player. And I was half expecting him to be back there somewhere, but so far no. Oh, there's a KV2 camping. Not a very clever place to be there, Mr. Man. You can see I was instantly pulling back because I knew the moment I'd shot I'd be spotted. So this is the big problem with this tank, in my mind at least. Your concealment values are pretty poor. If you end up firing or moving too much, you will be spotted, guaranteed. I remember the first time I got it, I didn't have Sixth Sense, and I was sitting back assuming that it's a, it's a medium tank with no armour, so it must be good camo to make up for it. And so a number of times I was sort of not expecting to be spotted, and yet I was. So Dynamics just took down the Jagdpanzer. Well, it didn't just take him down. Jagdpanzer 4 was eradicated there, and that's. Can't get a shot on those two, unfortunately. But we did see the Stuart running, so I'm pretty certain there's nothing on the hill in front of me. So we're going to chance it. The team is doing really well, 7-3. And then push forward. I'm reckoning that those guys, most of the guys are going to be fixated on our KV85 coming down the hill, and won't necessarily be too bothered, well, won't be too busy looking in my direction. And this thing, despite all its faults, is pretty nimble, so you can move fairly rapidly when you need to. So if they've got to turn the turret, reallocate the target and get their aiming circle down. It's going to take a bit of time, and this thing generally can get out of the way by then. That's the theory. So I definitely haven't got the shot on the BDR. I kept hoping he'd drop back down again. Now I definitely haven't got one because the artillery just obliterated him. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to push. And I've been spotted immediately. Oh, so there is still something there. So there were two Stuarts. That's interesting. Oh, been hit by the toaster. Twice. So I'm getting down into this low ground. Took out my gunner and my radio man. Here comes the Stuart. Are you really going to do this, Mr. Stuart? Yes, you are, which is a very odd thing to do. So, I hadn't noticed I'd actually loaded APCR bags in all the fun. I think I was trying to repair my gunner. For whatever the reason, I've now got heat loaded, which is completely unnecessary. It was purely accidental. So I know the toaster's up here somewhere. He knows I'm here too. But he seems to be running, so I'm waiting for my aim circle to come down. It's quite slow. One shot, bang, and that's where I noticed I suddenly had heat loaded. So 4 enemy tanks left. I've done 1600 damage, got 3 kills. Dynamics had a good game too. He's already got a kill. He's done a fair bit of damage. He was firing through a couple of bushes, so he wasn't spotted at all, even in the KV2, which was great. And you can use it as a sniper because the KV2 is a sniper. So I decided I'd take a bit of a risky move here. If I can get somewhere close to the cap, I get spotted immediately there. So that means there must be something up to my left. We still haven't even seen the Kamikaze yet, but he's got 2 kills. So he's clearly got a very good camo crew. He's clearly well hidden. Oh, there's the KV2. And there's the Kamikaze. Look how close I got to that Kamikaze before I saw him. Unbelievable. Oh. That can be no more than 50 yards. He was just in those bushes. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive camo. So, yeah, that was the end of me. But I had a pretty good game, and I knew that it was risky the moment I moved forward. But we needed to know where the Kamikaze was. We needed to know where their KV2 still was. So, Kamikaze takes out the M6 now. So I told you he was a good player. He's up to 3 kills. However, we know where he is. And there's a KV1S, and there's dynamics with the KV2 all converging on him. KV2, must have been a splash hit there. Oh, it's a shame the dynamics had fired because there's the Kamikaze. Okay, so they're down to 1 tank now. We've got 2, 4, 6 tanks. So Dynamics had a quick speculative shot. It's going to push forward now. Really, at this point in the game, the KV1S is pretty much, well, it's got most of its health. Dynamics in the KV2 is pretty much full strength. Well, it is full strength, what I'm talking about, pretty much. So they can afford to take hits. They might as well move in. No point saving them for when you're back in the garage. Yeah, and you could be very unlucky and get ammo racked at some point, but you might as well use them. So didn't really matter in the end. The Kamikaze was taken down, and that was it. Good game. So how did we do? Well, for a big ass tank that gets spotted very, very easily, we ended up with spotter medal, scout medal, and patrol duty medal. So there's patrol duty you get if you help your team damage at least 6 enemy vehicles by spotting them. We certainly did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Scouts you get if you detect the most enemy tanks of anybody else on your team. So we certainly did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the enemy's teams we spotted. 9 of the enemy team we spotted. And spotter you get, enabling your allies to cause 1,000 points of damage with your spotting. So there you go. So that was pretty good. First class, spotter, duelist, fire for effect, scout, and patrol duty. Unsurprisingly, finished up top of the team, 1,687 damage and 3 kills, 1,053 base XP. Dynamics here with 800 damage, 1 kill, 434 base XP. I fired 10 shot, 8 of which hit, all 8 of the ones that hit penetrated for that 1,600 damage, and the bulk of that was at long range. We took 6 hits, 5 of which penned, and 1 didn't. Miraculously 1 didn't. I can't believe that, because that's very unusual. Did 1,957 assistance damage. That was really why that took it from being, just a good game to an extremely good game. And because it's a premium vehicle, we made lots of credits. Nearly 66,000 credits. Even with rebuild and re-equip costs, it still made 56,000 credits with a premium account. If it hadn't been premium, that would have still made 34,500, which is pretty darn good. We got 1,579 XP times 2 for the day, plus 474 for playing a premium, plus 47 for being an appropriate platoon, gave me 3,681 XP. Very, very nice indeed. So there you go. That is the T40 playing a scout role. So my other game is in a Skoda too. So this is the Skoda T24, which again, people who've watched my videos will be well aware. I absolutely love this tank. I actually managed to get my second mark of excellence in it the other day. Bizarrely that's not showing up on the tank, but whatever. I've got it. I know it. So the Goat is the tier 5 Czech medium tank. People don't seem to like this tank, but for some reason I just seem to get on with it, and I really enjoy playing it. I'm platooned here with Shoot and Scoot and Dynamite again. So we're on Westfield. You can see here it's a tier 7 game, so matchmaking has not been kind to us. Shoot's in the T67, which you've seen some of the videos of him playing that. He's got a really good crew and he really knows how to play it. Dynamite is in the OI Experimental, which he's also very good in. So here we go. Heading to the, well, I was going to head down and just get in the edge of the woods there, and then I saw my compatriot. Can I get a shot on him? No, wasted that shot. You can see there's an IS ahead of me on the mini map. You can see the T67 ahead of me. I'm just trying to keep an eye on what goes on here, and the Ram's gone in. Ram's gone in, having a go. The Skoda's got a lovely gun, but it's fairly slow to fire and reload. And I managed to get a good shot through there, so at least I got a bit of damage. 1100 damage is a pretty good hit in this thing. Oh, and there is the first shot hits him in the tracks. There's the IS Tier 7 Russian heavy tank. 132, nice hit, even better than before. For some reason I wasn't spotted until that. Well, I don't know why the other shot didn't spot me, but anyway, whatever, he didn't. So now he's taken out a Ram, which is a bit unfortunate. And I'm a bit worried about where that OI Experimental is, and you can see there's also a little light tank over the far side. Put one shot into him, reload. Can we get another shot? Don't think we did. So we need to move forward, get a bit of cover again. Shoot and Dynamite are absolutely having a field day out in the heavy alley, which, considering they're bottom tier tanks, it's they had a right good job there. Right, there's the IS. Oh, he's turned towards me, which is a real shame. Oh, and there's the OI with them, so can we finish him off? I need to finish him off. Oh, 108. Somebody else hit him. I need to move. I've loaded premium, but luckily somebody took out the OI Experimental. So that was fortunate, because I would have been in serious trouble there. So the boys have done really well out on the flank, really good job out there. There's the T24 in the valley. We know there's Nashorn who's just taken out our OI. Can we get rid of that guy at the back there? Aim, aim, aim. Lead the shot. Nice. Good. Good job. Right. So 7 plays 5. The boys are now dealing with a T67. There's an Nashorn. Put one into him. He's turning towards me. I'm backing out because I do not want to deal with all that. There's 3 enemy artillery in this game, so I think I did very well not to get hit early on in this game. So Nashorn's disappeared again, so I have to go re-spot him for the team. There we go, good job. Oh, Dynamite's died unfortunately. There's the M8A1. He's got himself into a really funny little hole there. He can't shoot, but he can spot, and that's why he's there. The Bert's made a run for it. There's only a heavy tank number 6 up there, so shoot and scoot is coming that way. I'm just trying to see what I can do to catch any arty. Oh, he's AFK, that guy. AFK. And I fired and bounced off him. It was a side shot, and he was angled, so... Okay, so they're just down to the arty. So where is the arty? Where's that Bert gone? Oh, there he is. Unfortunately, he's looking straight at me, which is not great. He misses, and I ram him. Yay! Ram kill. Oh, and then M44. Yeah, well, I was probably camping, so it's only fair. It's only fair. So there you go. Ram kill at the end. Kamikaze Goat coming off the hill like a spanner off the drawing table. Does that make sense? No. Oh, some really weird stuff happens on the replays here. Sorry if you did your eyes in there. So Cromwell takes out the arty, and that was the final piece, and that's the end of the game. GG. So there we go. Another first class. Spotter, fire for effect, and Kamikaze. So that is where you destroy at least one enemy vehicle by ramming it. And it has to be a vehicle of a higher tier, so we're in a tier 5 and the Bert is a tier 6, so there we go. Nice job. Pleased about that. Coming off the hill like as quick as I was coming there, it was inevitable that I would cause a bit of a mess of that Bert. So I finished top on the team, 1200 damage, 2 kills, 861 base XP. Shoot had a fabulous game as well as usual in his T67. I mean, we're in bottom tier tanks here, right? 917 damage, 647 base XP. Dynamite played a really good job out there on the flank. The two of them worked really well together, and they punched well above their tier, that's for sure. Unfortunately, it didn't come out too well in terms of actual damage, but that was one of those games where you play the game to win for the team, not necessarily to really help your score. So you got 522 damage and a kill, 428 base XP. I fired 13 shots, hit with 12 of them, penned with 8 for that 1200 damage. Took 1 hit, of course it penetrated. Unfortunately the Goat doesn't have any real armour. That was from the... Is that arty? Oh, the arty was the splash at the end, so I presume that's what killed me. Did over 1,000 assistance damage, and that's really what boosted the score on this game for me. 33,500 credits after cost, because I did fire some premium, gave me just shy of 19,000 with a premium account. Would have been 7,700 with a non-premium account. 1,291 experience, plus a bit for being a platoon, gave me 1,318 experience. With a premium, if it had not been premium, would have been 878. So there you go. That is Kamikaze Goat. I love the Goat. It's so much fun. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you haven't already done so, maybe subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely spiffing. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your games. Have fun. Remember, it's just a game. It's not for real. And I'll see you again soon. Gamer Dom.